I know. I know. I had to recover just a bit. Just a bit. I had to recover. Oh, so. This generational trauma, generational madness. This stuff that passes down from generation to generation devastates families. It's devastating. It's devastating. Because not only was there a disconnect with my mother and I from birth, though. Like, I'm trying. I'm trying to push through. I'm trying to push through. It's just so difficult to know that this stuff passes down. It's like I was disconnected from my mother because of a lie. Because my grandmother, my mother's mother, made her keep quiet about the circumstances surrounding her pregnancy, my life. Because that's a whole nother story. Jesus Christ, this generational stuff. That's a whole story that I didn't even share in my session. This is how does stuff just keep coming? Stuff just keeps revealing itself. I'm not going to even touch on that right now because that'll send me somewhere else, and I'm already trying to struggle with where I'm going. I don't need to go back and pick that up, even though it's presenting itself right now. I can't pick that up right now. I'll come back to that when I can. It's difficult already knowing that this lie that I held in not only devastated my son, but it devastated my body. I'm finding out now why it is that I cover it up. And I'm not supposed to be doing this. Just know that I'm doing it for the sake of knowledge and information. I'm not exposing myself at all. But I don't know if it can be seen. No, it may not be. Oh well. I'm gonna try to be as, yeah. That's a scar. I've held in so much for so long that I devastated my body. That was from a heart attack. I had a heart attack last year. From all of this stuff that I hold in, I've held in all type of everything. I've held in abuse. That started when I was 11, from abuse from the inside of the house, from parents, great grandparents, that trickled on down to abuse from every single man that I ever encountered, starting with my dad. So not only did I not have a mother, now I don't have a father. Because he was abusive. It's too much coming out of this session. Too much came out of that session. Too much. Too much. Too much. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. I talked about the part of my world that was devastating when I was at 11, that started at 11. How on earth is it that you let other things come up as you talking about one something? My dad, I knew something was wrong when I was 8. Oh, sorry bastard. Sorry, pitiful bastard. I knew something was wrong when I don't even want to go there. I can't go there right now. I can't go there right now. Because there goes something else I've held in. But not totally. Mm, I'm about ready to curse. That's why I'm laughing. Cause I'm laughing to stop from cursing. Uh, mm, my son's dead. Mm, I know I don't need to jump right over into that, but that's probably my way of avoiding talking about my dad. Let's go back to my son's dad, cause I don't want to talk about my dad. I'll say this: if we were in the same room together, no one would know that he was my father. They would assume that he was my man because he doesn't look at me as his daughter. And if I wasn't his daughter, I've already been touched on under the disguise or under the guise of, oh my God, a massage. Why did I need a massage? And why are you the one to give it to me? I don't work hard. I wasn't old enough to work. I didn't work. So why did I need a massage? Why do I need to be kissed on? I don't want to kiss you. As a matter of fact, why are you even in this bathroom with me? I know how to wash myself up. I'm old enough to. Why are you in here? These are all the things that I was saying to myself at 11. My life was taken away from me so long ago. My world was devastated before it began. I've never lived. I've never even been given a chance to live. It was snatched away from me before I even began to live. And then from that man, the first man in my life, my dad, on down to every single man I've ever met in my entire life. I don't want to say all men are dogs, but that's what I've encountered. I don't want to label them because I've seen a brotherhood. I've I've witnessed the brotherhood of good men. I know they exist. I know they do. I just haven't been exposed to them yet. Not in my world.
This was not supposed to happen to me tonight. Was not. Doggone it. Doggone it. I don't even know how we got on the subject of my dad. Where the hell that come from? I was talking about my son's dad. How the hell we get on my dad? That's irrelevant now how we got on him. Because right now, I have to heal. I have to go get my son. I have to go get my son and talk to him and let him know what I just experienced, the healing breakthrough that I experienced. I would have never done anything on this earth to devastate my son. I would have never kept his father away from him. Never, never, never would I have done that. But I feared for my life. I feared for my life. So the only thing I could do was be quiet. Be quiet. But my being quiet has led my son to he doesn't talk. He doesn't communicate. My son is an introvert to the 30th power, to the 100th power. Oh, Allahu Akbar. Oh, God is the greatest. Oh, I'm so thankful. Even though my son is struggling with just now finding out, because that's the part that I haven't shared. I had to, when my son's father came back on the scene and asked about his son, he asked me to share it with him, to let him know that he existed and that he wanted to have a relationship with him and he wanted to communicate with him. How was I getting ready to do this? Dear God, how was I getting ready to do this? I phoned my son, told him that I had to have a conversation with him. At 25, because this was a number of years ago that I shared it with him, so you know our relationship has been even rockier since I shared that with him, because I'm sure I devastated him telling him this at 25. My son was 5 years old when we came into the ranks. My son witnessed family in the ranks. He witnessed men. He witnessed other young men with their fathers. And I can only see right now that my son was yearning for his father while I'm oblivious to the fact that I haven't shared with him that his father exists, is out here, out of sight, out of mind. And uh, oh Allah, just please have mercy on me. Because for me to have done that and been, I can't really say I was okay with it because I didn't think any more about it. And that was ridiculous enough. Because when the other one passed, the other one, I should have even, I don't even want to go to woulda, shoulda, coulda. I'm just going to let that part go. Right now, I'm realizing that I have to break this generational madness that my family has dealt with. Young Khan. Young Khan the Don. Young Khan the Don. You see what you did? You see what you did? You see what you done started? You done started over here. This is the reason why I stayed away from auditing. The minister brought auditing to us years ago. And I stayed away from it because of this reason. Because I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to share my story. I know what my story was like. I knew what my whole life was like. I knew all of the things that I've experienced. I knew everything that I was keeping in. I knew everything that was... I knew all of this was devastating. And I didn't want to feel any of this. I didn't want any of this to come out. So I stayed away from auditing for that reason. And then you come do this. I remember you. What I'm laughing at right now is the end of our session. The end of our session. And what I said. I love you, son. Whenever you see this, I'm sure you'll see it. Because it's out here. It's out here. And me releasing this has really made me feel better. I love you, son. I would have never done anything to hurt you. I loved you too much. I loved you from the moment that I knew that you were in my womb. It didn't matter who. I'm getting ready to say something that sounds so horrible. So y'all, don't judge me right now. Please don't. It didn't matter. I'll say this. I knew you were mine. I knew you were mine. And I knew that I would finally have someone that loved me. That was all through my head, all through my pregnancy. All the love that I didn't experience, all the love that I didn't get, all the love that I was missing, that I wanted. I felt immediately when I knew that you were in my stomach, when I knew that you would come to existence. I would have never done anything to hurt you or to cause you any harm or any pain. I know your life has been difficult. I know it's been difficult. But I at least wanted to stick around to see you. So I had to keep quiet so that I could at least see you and experience life with you. And once you made it here, there was nowhere on earth I could allow anything or anyone to disrupt that. You became my world. You're still my world, even with us being as disconnected as we are. Even with us being as disconnected as we are, you're my world and I love you so much. Oh, dear God, help reach my son. Help me reach my son. Help heal my son. Oh, dear God, help heal him. My son has suffered because of a lie. My son has suffered because of a lie that I kept inside. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Even though it feels so free, so freeing to be able to release this, it still hurts. I'm as free as I do feel. It's still a lot of pain behind it. How do you feel free and pain at the same time? My son was 5 when we came into the ranks. My son is 30 now, but I thank God, even through all of the pain, my son is still in FOI. A fatherless FOI. But well, I can't even say that. I can't even say he's fatherless because his father is on the scene now. On scene, on site. But you know how that goes. Just imagine finding out at 25 years old that your dad has been around the corner, down the block, up the street, and your mother didn't tell you. You know my son is feeling some type of way towards me. You know he's feeling some type of way towards me. And it's only through my coaching session that I was able to find out why we're so disconnected. Oh my goodness. I'm so disconnected from my son, and I want to heal that. I have to heal that. So there's hope. So there's hope for my son and I. It didn't help though with me having more children, because I did end up, that's a whole nother world. I ended up having more children. My children's father. I didn't have to worry about traveling that road again, because I would never cheated again after that. So my children's father and that's another world. That's a whole nother coaching session. So, young Khan, be prepared for that. Because this is actually where my whole introduction to social media is starting. With Brother Ben X telling me to tell my story. But my story was about surviving domestic abuse. Not domestic violence, because it wasn't violent. I was never hit. I never experienced that. But domestic abuse in the form of verbal and psychological. This is what drew me to what was that? The last night's dawn. Oh, how did he say? I know it's some. Oh, Khan After Dark. Thank you, computer, for me still having it up. Khan After Dark last night was my first encounter with young Khan, because Brother Ben X tells me to tell my story. So I'm up last night making a video to tell my story, because Ben X and Jake Taylor, I'm telling you, he got too many names. Jake Taylor Jacobs, them telling me to tell my story, get my story out, get my story out there, tell my story. My story is about domestic abuse. This is what I started my social media on. I didn't start my social media on this. This wasn't, I won't say it wasn't supposed to come out, but I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't looking for this. Was not what I wanted my one-on-one coaching session to be about. But we plan, and Allah plans, and we know from there, right? Oh, Allah is the best of planners, because it was evidently time for this to come out. Unbeknownst to me, though, I wasn't ready for this. So, every time I touch this, it's painful because I cover it up. I am healing. I'm going to heal. I know this. I believe this. I want my son to heal. I want a relationship with my son. I have grandchildren. My son has a beautiful wife. And that's another story because we don't get along much at all. And I want to love her little bitty self. We started off great. But what I did realize is that my son shared all of his pain. And I know he's gone through some pain. My son shared his pain with his wife while they were courting. So, with him sharing all of this pain with her in the very beginning, you've got to know that tempered with any relationship that I would have now with my now daughter-in-law, because they did get married and they have 5 children. I have 5 grandchildren. They started, they got married and went at it immediately. I have 5 grandchildren. They're 9 because they've been married for 10 years now. So she has 10 years of seeing the disconnect between my son and I. She came in seeing the disconnect. So 10 years of her being there for him, I can only be thankful to Allah that I can only be thankful to Allah that she was there, because I think she got him through it, through a lot of his pain, even though he caused her a hell of a lot of pain, because him being an introvert and him having all of those engrams in him, she has caught holy hell. But she was there. I could only be ever so grateful that she was there for him. She loves him. She really, 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 really does. And the only part that hurts there is they say that your wife comes in, which I got. I'm okay with that. How you let go of your mother and cling to your wife. Oh my goodness, I love that. I'm okay with that. The only thing it was, we never had a relationship for him to let go of. So it was easy to just let go, dismiss me, and leave. Because he's even in Atlanta. He's gone. They're gone. So it was easy for him to let go of mom and cling to wife. I can tell you one thing, she clung to him more because he was too disconnected to connect. He couldn't even connect to his wife. I thank God for Islam, because that's the only thing that has me and my son living right now. Because if he would have checked out of here, and I damn sure would have, Allah is the greatest. God is the greatest. Oh my God, I'm so thankful for the mercy of the Most High. Oh, he has been so merciful. So merciful. Because he's the only thing Only one that has kept me and my son sane. We got some healing to do. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's going to happen. But his wife, Bashira, I'm crazy about you, little girl. And you're not even a little girl, so let me not say that. But you're such a tiny little thing. You know I'm crazy about you. And I'm so sorry that we don't have the bond and the relationship that we have, that we could and should have had. But you came into a family, Bashira, that was traumatized. My family has been traumatized. We weren't the perfect Muslims. Sweetheart, we weren't the perfect ones. Your husband and his mother were traumatized. And when I came into the doors of Mosque Mariam, when the minister told us that all of us come in sick, I came in sick. I came in out of this world, having already been came in sick. The only thing about it, the only bad part about me coming in sick is that I didn't heal. I came in sick and remained sick. And you know why? You know why I remained sick? Until my healing now? I'm just now starting to heal. I came into the ranks in 1994. Why is it that I'm starting to heal in 2020? When I came in behind those doors, I knew I was safe. I was safe from the world. I didn't know that I'd go into another world. I watched a video yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. In the tribe. A new member of the tribe, Celeritis, Brother Celeritis. He's coming out now. In the tribe, he did a video about the 4 stages of bullying. One of them, well, 2 of them I've experienced, social bullying. When you all go back, I won't go all into detail, just go back and watch Brother Celeritis coming out video in the tribe. Social bullying, where he talked about being around others. Another aspect of the bullying was verbal. That was the first one. That's the part that had me to start my social media, the verbal abuse that I was stuck in for almost 20 something years. No, it was a combination. Because my baby girl was 15. I believe she was 15 when I finally got out of that with my children's father. But I realized his abuse stemmed from somewhere. I found out that he was abused. Oh my goodness. I'm not getting ready to go all into this. This is too deep. I just know now. Just stay tuned, because it's going to come out. Because guess who's going to read my book? Everyone who sees this live, because everything is going to come out now in the book. I have to write it. I have to save our girls. I I have to save our women because there are many women out here with girl mentality because they didn't grow up. They only grew up in age. That age, that number keeps going up, but your mindset can stay stuck. I know that firsthand. Age really is nothing but a number in many different aspects of your life. Age is nothing but a number. I'm sitting over here 50 years old, feeling like I'm starting to live. I have to go all the way back to 11 and pick up where I left off. I love it right now. I'm after everything else has failed. Yeah. After everything else has failed. I have other children. That's what I was saying. I met someone and started a family. And I think that devastated my son again. Because now he sees his siblings with the father who is phenomenal when it comes to providing. There's a disconnect there because we didn't make it. He could care less about. I don't even want to go into that. Being a provider, I can never take that away from him. That man is an awesome provider, but he's an asshole. Yep, I said it. He's a narcissistic. I didn't even know what the word narcissism meant. Narcissism, narcissistic, a narcissist. I ain't know none of that. I just found out that the meaning of that. Was it November when I had my heart attack? And right before that, in May, I had a stroke. So I had a stroke in May, heart attack in November. From holding in and dealing with the abuse of a narcissist. Yep, I'm calling you out. Ooh, yep. Oh well. It doesn't even matter anymore now. It doesn't even matter. You can say what you want to me from here on out. Because right now, you and your words cannot pierce me. Your days of your verbal abuse are over, brother. They're over. I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and you all just stay tuned. Because this is my beginning. Thank you, Brother Ben X, for making me tell my story. Well, not making me, but letting me know that's what I need to do in order to move forward. So, thank you all for your kind words. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I saw you, young lady. I know you're the one with the pictures. I saw you in the tribe today. I know you're the one who does the paintings. Thank you.
Thank you. All of this started. All of this started with Con After Dark. Now I gotta name this. What is this? Cause you gonna make me start an After Dark session. What time? Good God Almighty! You got to be kidding me! I know it's not 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God! Thank you all for staying here with me. You helped me to get through it. Thank you so much. You helped me get through it. Yes, I'm gonna try not to curse, but Young Khan, you already know what I want to say right now. You you already know what I want to say right now. Mm. Yep. Thank you, Ray and Dina. Thank you, Ray and Dina, for sticking in there with me. You helped me get through it. Thank you. Until the next time that I go live, I hope it's not a session like this. But, dear God, I thank you. I thank you for giving me the strength that you gave me to make it through this. I thank you for the lives that you have put me in front of. I thank you for my coaching session this evening with Young Khan. I thank you for Brother Ben X and the platform that he has for me to tell my story. I thank you for the passion behind Jake Taylor, because I watched a Zoom session with him and the passion that he had behind wanting our people to heal. I thank you, dear God, for opening up that for me to see that evening. These people, dear God, that you have put in my presence are the people that I've needed in my life for so many years. Young Khan told me that, oh dear God, that I came into the tribe, dear God, for a family where I thought I was coming in to learn social media. God, I thank you for whatever it was, your plan that you had in your plans for me being in this group, in this tribe, in with these believers. I don't know what it is that you have for me, dear God. The reason you put me here, but I'm ever so grateful. I'm ever so thankful that you chose. That you chose it. I promise you on everything, dear God, that I'm going to do everything in my power to heal. Did I ask you to be right there by my side, helping me to heal, helping me to help my son to heal? I ask you to cover us right now, to put your loving arms around us right now. And let us feel your love. I know that it's only because of you that I live. I know it's only because of you that my son lives. We're ever so grateful and ever so thankful. I love you, dear Lord. I ask that you allow this session to go so deep inside of me that I will forever remember this moment, this day, this evening, this night, that session. I want his words to resonate with me each and every moment of each and every day from here on. I want to be able to hear everything that was said to me They had me to be free at this moment. Lord, I thank you. Lord, I thank you. I ask this blessing and all blessings in your name and in the name of all of your divine servants and apostles. And in their names, I pray. Amen. And as my godmother would say, and so it is. Thank you. Good night.